Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to my one block world. I feel like we're really getting somewhere now. I'm trying to remember. It's been a little bit of a while since I was in this world, but I think I might have, I think I did some off-camera work, so I continued with my enchanting journey. We're pretty happy with our chest, legs, and helmet. All these need really is mending, and I think this one needs nothing, I think, and then this one I think I'm looking for one more enchant, but eventually we'll get there. And we just need mending. Our villager is doing good. He's here, he's happy. I've been reforming this room to make it a little bit more permanent so that I can get some of my dirt blocks back, because that's still a very important block to have. This guy is chilling, Morgan. In between videos, I do believe he's disappeared now, but we had a wandering trader come to visit. So we did a little bit of trading. This we got from our villager. It's a sniffer egg. I don't really know what we're gonna do with it, but I figured it was a good buy. We also bought a lot more dirt. From the wandering trader, I got a lily of the valley because I felt like, why not? Some tropical fish, as well as some red mushrooms. We traded for those because, similar to how we've done it with the brown mushrooms, wherever I put those, we can regrow that. So I just wanted to buy some from the wandering trader while I had him. And so now we essentially have infinite mushrooms forever and ever and ever, which is very nice, and I'm happy with that. The other thing I did notice in between episodes is while we have plenty of beehives, I think between me loading and reloading this area, they've all despawned, so I currently don't have any bees, which is kind of sad, because we did have a whole project I wanted with the bees. I wanted to build a little like bee habitat for them, and we didn't quite get to doing that. So what I think I might do is work on filling in this area with grass and then work on building said habitat so I can keep the bees in there, and hopefully we'll get some more bees. I'll also, you know, next time I'm really busy with the bees, work on breeding them as well. And I think that should hopefully keep them from just despawning a little bit better, because it is unfortunate that we did lose some bees. But yeah, I think we're doing good. Our armor is almost there. I still do have to do a little bit of research about how it's best for me to get mending right now. But we'll get there. At the end of the day, we still don't have, you know, the full armor set I want anyway. So I have the time to learn. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been mob farming, waiting for 30 levels, then going to enchant, and whenever I hear the villager update, I go and check if he has any interesting trades. Usually he doesn't, but sometimes he does. And a lot of times I'm trading for dirt, because a lot of the recipes for dirt will be any one of the mob drops. So like you saw right there earlier, we can do a string for dirt, and string right now is a little bit more valuable because I don't think my spider farm works as well as I'd like it to, but a lot of the times it was like gunpowder or bones, and that's very easy for me to trade because I do have stacks and stacks of that. So that's what I've been doing a little bit. It's honestly quite boring. It's like hours and hours of me just waiting at the farm, and then, you know, like a minute of me doing stuff, and then back to waiting and waiting and waiting. So, you know, I didn't think it'd be interesting to film. Every once in a while in between it, I'll also go and break the block so we can get our resources up a little bit. I, of course, now have my fortune pickaxe. So that's not the right block. That's been quite nice to, I don't know, get a little bit more of the resources. And that's essentially all I've done in this world. We plant some trees, we chop them down. And it's been like that for centuries at this point. But I wanted to wait with placing this dirt, because otherwise I felt like you would just come back in between videos, everything would have changed. I felt that was probably doing a bit too much, but usually you don't really see the difference of me mob farming for hours. And it does take forever because you never quite get the roll you want on the enchant table. And this is also only for the armor. We'll have to repeat everything for good weapons. But But you know what? It's kind of the fun aspect of it. It's a little bit, you know, what am I gonna get? So I've been enjoying it. And you guys get to see the fruits of my labor. But yeah, our dirt economy is looking good. I think in the earlier episodes of this series, kind of underestimated the power of the villager and the trades, because I wasn't ever really too bothered about it, only buying stuff if I really, really needed it or if it was really rare. But now I'll just buy like a lot of the dirt that I see. Just because it's such a quick and easy way to get resources, especially now that our mob farm's working. Right, I'm never really probably gonna have a need for like 6-7 stacks of gunpowder, so I might as well trade it in for some dirt, which I do have a need for. And if I need gunpowder later, I just have to go to the mob farm anyway, so I might as well just use it now. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm very glad I'm filling this dirt in, because this little gap here between these two paths, every time I think I'm about to jump into it, and then I remember that it's there. We haven't placed any torches. Good thing night is now falling and I remember, and we place some torches. But yeah, I think, like I said, I want to maybe build a little bee habitat and go back to our bee growing ways. I probably will have to reset all of these and probably move the beehives into the location, but then regrow new trees with new bees, because I don't think we're gonna get any bees back, unfortunately. But that's fine. You live and you learn, and at the start of this I didn't even quite know how to get bees here. I didn't know trees could spawn with beehives. Well, I didn't know they could, but I didn't know you could essentially force them to do so. Oh, that's all our dirt already? Okay. Well, that's fine. And now I do, so that's pretty exciting. You're not trading for any sand right now, are you? No, only dirt. I can't remember if this happened off camera, on camera. It's all blurring together, but I do have 2 sheep now. I have 2 of every animal, and you are in the wrong pen. Nice, okay. So I've been working on getting those up. So if we ever have any need for any of these animals, well, we'll have it. And that's been pretty fun. But yeah, they're besties. Hopefully they'll have some more friends soon. Our numbers are looking good. I've been trading for iron as well with the villager. So that's why that number is up. But yeah, honestly, I feel like we've grown so very much. And honestly, it's been a lot of fun. You know, we started with our little farm and we were starving, struggling to even get a couple seeds, and now we're flourishing and everything around us is becoming so wonderful. Honestly, I want to put these in the pond, but I'm afraid they'll despawn. So maybe I need name tags for them, or will they despawn? I don't know, but I think for now I'll wait a little bit. I might start moving some of this stuff. Let me grab my silk touch. And then I'll have it, this area will be for growing new bee flower trees. Should work, I believe. Yeah, okay. And then I'll be able to obviously use this when I need it in my new area, my new farm. Yeah, so these are all, at least this one is empty, and I'm thinking all of them will probably be empty, which is unfortunate. I wonder what I can do to stop that from happening in the future. But I think probably breeding them helps a little bit. Okay, this has a little bit of honey, but no bees, unfortunately. And if not, like, I'd have to name tag every single bee, but I don't even think we have a single name tag at this point, and I don't quite know how I'd go about getting one of those. So that might have to wait as well. Okay, another empty one. Yeah, I do think they're all gonna be empty, unfortunately. That's fine. We're prepared for this, and we're just gonna go back to growing bees. Oh, I didn't mean to break that. I think I broke that beehive. That's unfortunate. Not like I can't make beehives, but I think it'll be nice to keep some of these alive and well. Okay, this tree was always annoying, but I kept it up for the bees, and now it's time for it to go. Up here in this sky island, this sky block world, we care for the bees. They do so much for us. They buzz around happily, and that's awesome. Another empty one, okay. But we have a fair amount of honeycomb, so this is not an immediate concern. Right, the only reason we really started this beekeeping journey was if we got a villager who wanted candles. So I think we'd have enough to make them the candles, so it's not an immediate concern. But I do want to have some bees going again, because they did definitely liven up the place a little bit. And we have 5 nests, okay. I'm honestly... Okay, this can be my current project chest, I do suppose. I want a lot of sand. How much sand have I been gathering? 17, not a whole lot. What's our sand recipe looking like? What's sand? That's sand. Dirt and stone. Okay. We can work on getting some of that done. Villager, if you'd please get us some new trades, I'd be most appreciative. And then we plant a couple of trees in the formation that allows for beehives to spawn on them. And we get going on this project. Okay, where do we have flowers? We have some flowers here. We have some flowers here. We have here. We have here. Here, and we have here. I'm just planting all the trees right now. I think that's important. There we go. All of the trees are gonna be blooming. And they're just all gonna have bees. We're gonna have like 20 beehives right here, right now. I wonder what the odds of that are. I could probably do the math to figure it out, but also I don't really care. Okay. We want a lot more sand because I kind of want to build almost a greenhouse, glass house type thing. I'll have to have a look at some of the build ideas for that, but I think that's the idea. Maybe we do some leaves. I think that could be nice for the bees. Got a little bit of stone here, but I'm not too bothered about it right now. I think I'll probably end up trading with my villager for it. But while we wait for some of those trades, I am going to quickly do some of this. Our diamonds are getting a little bit low. Hate to admit it. But I have been making a lot of armor, so that does make a little bit of sense. Okay. And we get to break in. Now I've gotten pretty decent at this. I might get a silk touch just for the stone. Oh, I'm gonna have to think on so many new levels right now. Okay. But this, I've been doing this a lot while I've been mob farming as well, just as a way to kill the time. But now I have to think of a whole new block. So I'm not usually silk touching it, but now we are. Okay. But this is fine. I think I've been practicing this enough that I can now multitask and talk while doing it. You will not believe how difficult this is because I have to identify the block, remember what hotkey the right pickaxe is in, move it all there, and I'm trying to do it obviously as quickly as possible. But there's just so many blocks. It's fine. We get there eventually. And we just break the block. Now, villager, I am looking for some solid amount of glass, some solid amount of sand. I will take dirt, obviously. I will... What else am I looking for? I feel like I was looking for more stuff. Blaze rods, maybe? That could be nice. I mean, I can just go into the nether and collect those, but it would also just be nice to trade for them, maybe. Okay, we're getting a little bit of dirt. This is also a good way to get a little bit of levels. Not a whole lot, but it does get us a little bit, which is quite nice. Also, I'm breaking obsidian and ancient debris with my fortune. Not because fortune affects them, but because it has the speed upgrade, whatever that one's called. And so it's just quicker. It's quicker. That's the only reason. Okay, I did say we were low on diamonds, so that's looking good. I have found that collecting emeralds is also good because that's what the wandering trader traded for. So that's a good one for me to collect as well. We're moving. Okay, I'm getting the blocks I want. I'll be able to craft a little bit of sand with this. Not a whole lot, but it'll get the job done. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Exactly what I was after. 11 diamonds. Not bad. Not bad at all. There we go. Now, recently I've not been able to do this perfectly. I always have to come back. See, I've already forgotten my coal. But we're making moves. Let me put you... you... Let me just grab both of you first. Okay, let me do this. Okay, we got a little bit more. Now, Mr. Villager, if you'd please give me everything I've just asked for, that would be much appreciated. Not quite, not quite. Okay. I fear this is nothing that I asked for. Cobblestone. I might trade for the cobblestone just so that I have some that I can smelt right now, because we've got bones to spare. But nothing I really wanted. So here's an update of everything in these chests right now. Like I said, some of it has been going out to trades, but we're looking good. He usually only allows for like 4 or 5 trades. I don't need all of these bones. These chests are somewhat organized and collecting. And here we go. Give us a little bit of cobblestone and we'll be happy. There we go. Okay, well, time to get our smelting on. We're gonna need more. Our coal is surprisingly low right now, and that's a little bit upsetting. Okay, well, that's cooking now, so I'll have to keep working on that project. And while that's all happening, hopefully we'll get some trees popping up with some bees in them. I can bone meal them, but right now they won't really have anywhere to go until they have a house. So I don't necessarily need them to be spawning in right now. So I'm not going to bone meal them. I'm not in any rush. Mob farm continues to be excellent. Somehow the baby zombies just have the most health out of anyone. Anybody else I can basically one-shot except those pesky little baby zombies. But yeah, we're getting a couple more mushrooms, I think from the witches, which is quite nice. And yeah, I think we got a plan. It's plan, look after the planet and take care of the bees so that everybody can live and flourish. We're gonna need more dirt, but that's a problem for whenever he changes his minds about trades. But for now, I think we're looking good. we have a new project, a new goal, and we've really truly gotten quite far in this world, and I'm still loving every second of it. But hopefully you're enjoying this series as well. Let me know if you have any ideas for this world, any ideas you want to see me perform. Of course, right, we have to do the whole nether adventure, we have to do our potioneering and our curing of villagers, blah blah blah, but sometimes I just want to play around and save the bees, so that's what I'm gonna do. But hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I do always love hearing from you, and thank you all so much for all the support recently. We've just hit about 500 subscribers here on YouTube, which is absolutely insane, so thank you all so very much for the support. And we'll keep making some videos, keep having some good times, and keep expanding our world one block at a time. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you again very, very soon in this world or the next. Alright, bye-bye!